Blind Side, actor defends Sandra Bullock amid calls for her to lose Oscar. Stay home, sit down, get a job. The Blind Side was released in 2009 and starred Quinton Aaron, Sandra Bullock and Tim McGraw. In 2010, Sandra Bullock won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her portrayal of Leigh Anne Tuohy in the film, The Blind Side. The movie was inspired by the real-life story of a Tennessee family that took in and adopted Michael Oher, who would later have a career in the National Football League, NFL. Over the past week, the illusion of The Blind Side has been shattered after Oher accused the Tuohy family of never actually adopting him and forcing him into a conservatorship for their monetary benefit. The Tuohys say Oher previously tried to shake them down for $15 million. Given the movie's resurgence in the news, some people have questioned if Bullock's Oscar should be revoked, a notion that Quinton Aaron, who portrayed Oher in the movie, disagrees with. There's a lot of hate being spread around nowadays. And someone asked me, there's people saying things that, oh, maybe you should strip Sandra of her title, her Oscar. I'm like, for what? Aaron told Fox News Digital. There's nothing that says she had anything to do with this. She was an actress who got hired to do a job, and she did it so well that she was rewarded for it. Why would you take that reward just because of what's going on today, 14 years later? I wish they would just leave her alone because, she's going through her own things right now, with the love she just lost. She suffered a great loss, Aaron said, referencing the recent death of Bullock's longtime partner, Brian Randall. On August 5, Randall passed away at the age of 57 after a 3-year battle with ALS, his family said in a statement. I'm far too familiar with the tragedy of losing a loved one, and it's no easy feat. My thoughts and prayers go out to her as well, Aaron continued. And the last thing she needs is for the internet trolls to be coming at her talking about something, we should take her Oscar. Like just, go sit down. Go. Stay home, sit down, get a job. You know what I mean. Just stop, leave her alone. Aaron, whose new single, Lead with Love, is out now, says that his bond with Bullock runs deep. I loved her attitude about everything. She was so welcoming. She was professional, but funny. Like, she's hilarious. People don't know, she's hilarious. Like the jokes we had, and games we played, she created, on set for us actors to do amongst each other. And then some of the advice, the words of wisdom she's given me, that I took to heart. She's definitely played a big part and had a huge impact on my life, he said of the actress. I think we'll have that kind of connection for the rest of our lives with one another, because I hold her in my heart as a real special friend. A few months before I got the call to do the part, I lost my mom. And so it was a very dark and cold Christmas in New York, the Bronx native shared with Fox News Digital. He and his brother lived in the same apartment where their mother passed, and Aaron says he couldn't get a job all winter, had no lights, no money for food, was going back and forth to court trying to keep the place over our head. And the day that I got the eviction call from the sheriff's department, I hung up. It rang again, and I answered it. It was the production company telling me they wanted me to be in The Blind Side. And so I literally went from being told that I'm getting evicted in 72 hours to being told that I'm being flown, my brother and I are being flown, to Atlanta to do this movie that changed our lives. Everyone that was involved with The Blind Side holds a very near and dear place in my heart, and they will for the rest of my life. The Tuohys, Michael Oher. Whether we spent 10, 20 years together or 2 months or days together, I love them because of what that story did for so many people and for me personally.